The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game. And the head coach said, I'll take him. I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Mills throw complete to McBride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Mills. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Kene Nwangu. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they can get something done on this drive. Turn it back over. This game could be 88 out the game.
88 out the game?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 118 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On second down, here's Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with that play call. Kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here? And
he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
160 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mills. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown. Trey McBride, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 28, Saints 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Nwangu on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Allen. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Inside handoff, Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Mills. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Tampa Bay.
A first down throw for Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Buccaneers.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And some room to run now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Mills to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The handoff, running left is Penny, and he stopped immediately there. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Mills on 1st down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Mills now. Toward the pylon, caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Davis Mills scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mills. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense as they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running left, it's Penny. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Allen. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the
touchdown, Saints. Hunter Renfrow, 34 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it leads down to 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, Parker, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mills on 3rd and 2. That's swung out wide to Harris. Powers through it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The end result, 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Buccaneers 55, Saints 24. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The quick slant caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
8 yards there on a first down.
That's good for a gain.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And some room to work.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage we'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just